Hello, my friends. Good evening. It is I, the ASMR nerd, and I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I welcome you to this most auspicious pre-stream stream here on this day, the 1st of May, 2022, which marks the I almost said 30th, the 20th anniversary. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The 20th anniversary of what might be my favorite game of all time. I always qualify it with like might be because it's so hard picking a number one favorite. But Morrowind, I think, is probably the front runner, like the number one contender for number one place. Hey, you guys, if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that I love the Elder Scrolls, and if you've been around the Twitch streams for a while, you'll know that I love the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. It was a crucially formative game for me. It left such a huge impression on me, and it really changed the landscape of gaming as a whole, not just me as a gamer, but gaming as a whole, and was sort of the vanguard for the open world revolution that was to follow. That was 20 years ago. 20 years ago that Morrowind first released to the world, and that my mind was blown. And tonight on Twitch, we're going to be celebrating that by playing Morrowind. Big surprise. You know, again, if you've been coming out to Twitch for a while, you probably know that I play Morrowind fairly regularly on Twitch, so this isn't that special an occurrence, but it's extra special because it is the 20th anniversary. And I made a video here actually on the YouTube channel that I just put out a few hours ago, also to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Morrowind, in which we wander around some of the most memorable and iconic places in the game, and I give a bit of a tour, but I also talk about some of my memories and experiences with the game over the years, and doing that video and in just wandering through those areas, and I usually do some reading up on the wiki ahead of time just to seed my mind with sort of talking points and things like that for as we wander. Going through that process it reaffirmed for me just how freaking cool that game is, just how bloody awesome Morrowind is. It's just so cool. There's just so much there, and it's so weird and so different, and it was so pioneering for its time. It made me really, really excited to just keep playing Morrowind, and despite the fact that it's been out for 20 years now and that I played it way back at launch, there's still a lot of that game that I've never seen, because it's just huge. There is so much to see and do in that game. The lore is so deep and so rich. There's so many ways you can go about things and like mess with the main quest. You know, it's one of those games that gives you so much freedom. You can literally murder anyone in the world, and and the game it'll tell you, it'll warn you with a little message if you've killed a main quest critical NPC, but it'll still let you do it. It'll let you completely wreck your save game so that it's, it can't be completed. But there are also sneaky, hidden alternative ways to progress some parts of the main quest and things like that. So anyway, I could gush over Morrowind forever, and I probably will when we get over to Twitch. And again, if you want to hear me rambling on about it at great length, I do have that video up for you here on the YouTube channel tonight as well. Yeah, that's I invite you all, whether you are a Morrowind veteran or whether this is the first time you have heard of the game, to join me and our wonderful Twitch community over at twitch.tv/theasmrnerd for an evening of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. There's going to be, I'm sure, some reminiscing about what makes that game so special, but we'll also be playing on my character, Sox, the Orcish Paladin, and progressing through the game some tonight as well. So that that's what's going on. And if you have never been to the streams before, to the Twitch streams, maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you're just shy, or maybe you just don't want to go to the effort of registering on another platform, another website. I encourage you to just check it out. Just come see if it's something that you might enjoy, because I would love to meet you. I would love to get to know you better. And we have a wonderful, very welcoming, very warm, very friendly group of people there who will happily welcome you in to the Twitch community as well. We'll be very happy to see you. Or if you don't want to talk at all, you just want to lurk and just drift off to sleep, that's okay too. The first hour of the stream is usually hanging out, just chatting basically like this, except the Morrowind main menu will be taking up most of the screen. After the first hour or so, we usually get into the video game. And tonight, because it is such a special night, the 20th anniversary of my favorite game, I do have a very special beer from a brewery that I've never tried before. This beer is described as tasting like Mom's apple pie. That seems like a big promise for a beer, but it is a, an apple cider brandy barrel-aged imperial milk stout. that's a lot of things. There's a lot going on there. So I have no idea what it's going to be, but anyway, I'm really looking forward to that. It has got a wax seal, a golden wax seal on top and everything. So that's how you know it's special. Also, it cost me $16. That's also how you know it's special. So we're going to be cracking that open tonight. And to celebrate the 20th anniversary of one of what I think is one of the best and most impactful games of all time. So that's the deal. That's what we got going on here. Let's quickly go to the chat and see who all is here. We've got Arctic Knight. How are you doing, Arctic Knight? Great to see you. We've got James Morton, pre-stream stream. You made it to the super secret pre-stream stream. You were part of the privileged few. M. Loudon, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Aboody, what's up? Not first on the stream, but Aboody, you were first on tonight's YouTube video, so congratulations on certified first over there. What's up, M. Loudon? I'm just vibing with Morrowind, you know. I'm just feeling it right now. Honestly, like doing that wander last night just made me want to go in and just play just a ton. Because I might start another character and play on my own time, because like, as much as I love you guys and as much as I love playing on the stream with you guys, we don't actually get that much done in terms of gameplay. You know, it's a very, very slow process. And that's just the way I roll. This is my fault, of course, but there's a lot of talking and starting and stopping and diversions. And I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, that's how I like to run my streams. But there's just so much cool content to see that's tough to engage with in a more meaningful way when it's in a stream live setting. So the lore for that game is just crazy, just nuts. Some real lore geniuses worked on that game. Arkentia, hello, welcome. Aboudi says Ramadan ended yesterday, so Eid Mubarak to all of you. I'm woefully ignorant about Ramadan, and I probably mispronounced all of that just a second ago, but the same to you, if that is the right thing to say. That's something that I should probably learn more about. I'd like to learn more about it. But thank you for sharing that, Aboudi. Arctic Knight says, I think I have state testing tomorrow. State testing, is that like sort of standardized exams or something? And you think you have state testing tomorrow. I feel like if you were going into one of those exams, you probably ought to know if it's tomorrow. But who am I to judge? I don't know. Hey, it's our friend Melanati. It's our good friend Jenny. Melanati, it is wonderful to see you here. Thank you for joining us. I was hanging out on Melanati's Twitch stream last night. She does stream over at twitch.tv/Melanati. You can find her there. She does ASMR gaming. And she was playing Stardew Valley. And I found some things out about how she plays Stardew Valley. The Stardew that she plays is a much darker game than the Stardew that I play. She was talking about how she murdered her children and how she was just like dating everybody in the town at once. And I don't know, just other things that were very sus. Anyway, but despite all that, the vibes over on her Twitch streams are very good, and you guys should go follow her. Melanati says, I was planning to drink a beer on your stream tonight, and you haven't started yet, and my 2 beers are done. I mean, you could have saved one, like you pregame, and then save one for the main event, but I don't know, there's still like a few minutes if you want to like run to the liquor store. Not drive. Like if you have a liquor store within walking distance. Not that I'm encouraging irresponsible drinking either, mind you. Perhaps 2 beers is enough. I'm doing great, Genia. Thank you. I'm doing well. Oh, Arctic Knight, you're just stopping by to say hi because you have that testing tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you for dropping in, and I'm sorry you can't join us over on Twitch for longer, but I do hope that everything goes great for you tomorrow. Abudi says, oh, does the Morrowind vid contain spoilers? I want to go completely blind when I play. Yeah, I suppose it does. I mean, it has environmental spoilers. I talk a lot about the lore. I talk a lot about the places. These are all things that you would discover naturally, normally through gameplay and reading in-game books and stuff. I don't think it really. I'm trying to think if I say anything about the main quest line. I did try to not really address the main story. So if you want to go in completely blind, I'd say do not watch tonight's YouTube video. But if you just want kind of a taste, a flavor of what Morrowind has in terms of environments and setting and lore, a little taste of the lore and story, and you don't mind sort of getting some of that beforehand, then go for it. Yeah. Alex C asks, is Sarah your sugar mama? Kind of, sometimes. She might. She bought me a giant block of cheese today, which is delightful. Like I love cheese, and so that doesn't really have anything to do with your question. She's my cheese mama, maybe. That sounds weird. Anyway, but yeah, sure. Sarah's my sugar mama. Why not? And to be fair, like, not that you guys care about our finances, but she is the primary breadwinner in our relationship these days because I'm a student. I'm a PhD student, so I don't make a lot of money. The channel, this here, is my primary source of income. So, yes, she is in fact the sugar mama. Arctic Knight says, in the beginning of the vid, he talks about the lore. I do, yes. Hello, Blue Pine. Welcome. Good to see you. That's a mouthful, says Melanati. Oh, probably referring to the beer. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot going on there for sure. There's a lot. Hey, Nora. Nora says, I don't know what half of those beer words mean, which means it'll be interesting. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. It's going to be interesting for sure. Whether it'll be good, we'll see. I hope it was worth it. Gavin, welcome. Spoonie, hello. Alaskan Yeti says, whale. Oh, what's whale? What's all this then? What's all this is we're hanging out. We chillin' like we do before the streams on Twitch. But it's probably time very shortly to get over to Twitch because I started late. What a surprise. I got a late start to this year's stream, so. Bloodthirsty M27 says, I started playing through Morrowind this week and it's fantastic. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Bloodthirsty. I know that a lot of people, especially as time goes on, have a hard time getting into it because it's progressively more and more dated as time goes by, right? So the graphics turn a lot of people away. The combat turns a lot of people away. All the reading, turns a lot of people away because it's really very little voiceover in the game. But if you go in with the right mindset, you're willing to be patient, and maybe with a few mods to help things modernize a little bit, it really is an incredible, rewarding, and singular experience. There's no other game like it out there. The world, the setting, the lore, the story are all in a league of their own, as far as I'm concerned, to this day. So, I just hit part in the chat where people are saying, "Oh no," Yeti says, "Oh my, chaos. Can't wait to check those streams out," says Spoonie. Oh, probably. Sorry, didn't mean to blast your ear. Probably when I was describing Genia's Melanati's Stardew stream. Melanati says, I mean, Stardew is actually not shy of darkness. Maybe not. I guess I've not played enough of that to know, really. I mean, I have played quite a bit of Stardew, but I guess I never found the dark underbelly of Stardew. Aboudi says, Ramadan is 9th month in the Muslim calendar, and after that we have 3 days called Eid, basically Christmas for us Muslims. Happiest time of the year. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I hope you had a great Eid. I hope that it was a good time. Did you spend time with family, eat good food, these kinds of things? Thank you for explaining, by the way, Aboudi. The Alaskan Yeti says, I have a liquor store about 100 yards from my apartment. It's a problem. Yes, I do too, actually. It's just down the road. I can walk there in less than 5 minutes. But try not to let it be a problem. Yo, what's up, Rick Watto? Hello. Welcome. Good to see ya. Good to see you too, ALK. I've been great. I've had a good weekend. Well, busy. I don't know. As always, but I'm in a good mood right now, so. Melanati says, I might get some new beer. Skip the dishes is one of the best inventions of the 21st century. I always just have such a hard time. I don't know, maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but like, I don't know. I have a hard time paying like the delivery fees on top of the already crazy prices of like takeout these days. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, old-fashioned. I can tell you are totally sober, Melanati. Absolutely. I have not finished my taxes. I plan to do that today, but then I ran out of time. But because, again, here in Canada, our taxes are due April 30th usually, but because April 30th fell on a weekend, we have until tomorrow. As long as it's submitted tomorrow, we're okay. So, I'm almost done. But I tell you guys, taxes suck when you have a lot of weird sources of income. And with a channel like this, I have a lot of weird sources of income because I have to, keep track of all those and report all of them. And same with weird expenditures because, some of my expenditures I can claim back as expenses for the channel and what we do here. But there's different rules governing different types of expenditures for businesses or for professional income. And it gets very complicated. Do not recommend being self-employed if you can avoid it. I mean, I've been doing it for years and years, so but even still, it sucks. It makes taxes take like 10 times longer than they otherwise would. It ain't easy being cheesy. Straight up, Yeti. All those keyboards. Cheese Mama sounds better than Sugar Mama. Okay, all right. Guys, Julius Caesar says, darn it, Nick, you have once again disappointed me. The utter lack of forest fires in your videos is becoming disheartening. Hey, you and like a handful of other people in the community are diehard, like gonna just ride that forest fire video thing until I do it, or until we die. I don't know, whichever. One day, I promise, your faith will be rewarded. Melanati, someone needs to mod the mod. What are you doing in the chat? This is what happens when you've had 2 beers. Hey, Nick McKinney, good to see you. Nick says, I had a cheesy mama once, didn't turn out too good. Very funny. Very funny. I do have another cheese pun. I don't know. If I think of it, I'll probably think of it like half an hour from now. Making that cheddar. That's right. Absolutely, Rick. The ASMR Fanatic. Hello. It's going well. Sorry it took me a little while to get to your message there. The ASMR Fanatic. Your name suggests that you create ASMR. Is this true? And if it is true, I should be checking out your stuff. I don't know. I'm just going to go creep on you right now. Don't mind me. I'm just going to go look up your channel here and see if you actually do create content. And if so, I'm going to subscribe. Oh, you do a lot of wrestling, ASMR wrestling stuff. Reviews for wrestling pay-per-views and things. That's cool. That's a very unique angle. I don't think I've ever seen that before. You got some Minecraft going on here. Ah, that's cool. All right, sub. Let's do it. ASMR Fanatic, thanks for being here with us tonight. Y'all can go check out the ASMR Fanatic here on YouTube for some of that quality ASMR content. Spoony shall mod the mod. What does the mod need modded? Hey Ember, good to see you. Ember Flower says, "Whoa, it's crazy to think it's that old. I never played it." Again, I understand why a lot of people are not like eager to jump on Morrowind these days, because it does look very dated and it does play very dated. But mods go a long way to helping modernize that experience, and it's the kind of game that does take some patience. It takes time to get into and to understand how it works. Guys, Julius Cesar says, I tried playing Morrowind on the original Xbox version on the Xbox One X, using the back compat, but it kept crashing. Oh, that's too bad. That's a classic Bethesda RPG experience. The PC version is much better because you can mod it, yes. And for those of you wondering, if you're looking for a place to start with mods for Morrowind that kind of enhance the vanilla experience but don't change things dramatically, I do have a mod list that I linked in tonight's video here on YouTube. So down in the video description for tonight's Morrowind video on YouTube, you can find a link to a pastebin file where I have all my mods listed out and links to all of them. You don't have to use them all. You can just use some or whatever, but it might give you an idea of some stuff to look for if you want to get into modding Morrowind. The other option is Open Morrowind, Open MW, which is an open source rebuild, a total custom engine rebuilt from the ground up to run Morrowind. It's like a reverse engineering of the original Morrowind engine, but updated, open source, modified to work well out of the box on modern systems. So some mods won't be compatible between the original game and the OpenMW implementation of the game, but OpenMW is a good place to start if it's your first time and you just want something that's going to work and play nice on modern systems without a whole lot of modding. Alaskan Yeti says, I waited until about the last second to do my taxes this year. It was super stressful. I don't know what you're talking about. However, I did not learn my lesson from this experience. I will do it again. That's me. That's me. Every year, that's me. Abodi says, family gathers, uncles, cousins, and all. It's a precious time. That's wonderful. That sounds really, really nice. I'm glad you had a good time. Emberflower says, Happy International Workers' Day. I don't know what International Workers' Day is, Emberflower. Never heard of it before. Is this where we celebrate workers? Melanati, talking about Stardew Valley, says it's super wholesome on the surface, but if you get into the lore, it's actually not all that innocent. There's war going on, someone has PTSD, someone is suicidal, there are orphans and affairs and more. Wow. Stardew Valley, much more salacious than I expected. Darker than I would have guessed. Yeah, I never really got into it. Because I didn't play it enough to reach all that stuff. Sarah is not my beer mama, Nora. Sarah does not like beer. She rarely buys me beer. She does occasionally for like Christmas and stuff, but beer's not really her thing. If anyone wants to be my beer mama, though, just saying, just there's an opening available. ALK says that's rough. YouTube/Twitch tax is your primary income, and then the government takes another cut. Well, actually, it depends on where you're at, but in Canada, at least, there's a treaty between Canada and the States, such that I don't get taxed in like the States, because that's where Twitch and YouTube are headquartered. But I just have to prove that I'm a Canadian citizen, and then they won't withhold any taxes. So I get all the full payment without any taxes withheld. But then I do have to pay my income taxes on that to the Canadian government. So I don't get double taxed, but it's still a pain. It's still a headache for sure. The juice is loose. Pardon me, what? Yeah, everyone has sugar mamas, but Nick has beer mama. Says Melanati. I don't, though. I don't have a beer mama. Hello, Henry Peter. Welcome. Gosh, it's getting late here. I should probably get over to Twitch, you guys, eh? Hey, it's Zoe Z's ASMR. Welcome, Zoe. It's great to see you here. Zoe says, hey, Nick. Glad I caught the pre-stream. I hope you and yours are doing well. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great. I hope that you enjoy tonight's video, Zoe. I think you might. It's a Morrowind video. And I know you're about those Elder Scrolls. So shout out to Zoe Z's ASMR, by the way. Another awesome ASMR creator here on YouTube, making gaming ASMR that I know that you guys will enjoy. So please go check her out, give her a sub, and enjoy some of those tingles. ASMR Fanatic says, I appreciate the creeping and thanks for subbing my channel, dude. Of course. Yeah, please come join us on Twitch, ASMR Fanatic. That'd be great. Joshua Hayes says, God, I'm literally one of pro wrestling's biggest fans, so I'm definitely subbing to their channel. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Making connections. Rick Watto says, how's the lore of the Elder Scrolls world in Morrowind? The lore is one of my favorite parts of Skyrim. It's like everything you know and love from Skyrim, but like more bonkers. Morrowind is much more raw and weird and effed up in a lot of ways, but the lore is just as rich. There's tons of lore. It's crazy. It's super weird in the best way possible. DeAndre Lennon says, honestly been waiting for an ASMR wrestling channel pop up on my radar. Look at that, ASMR Fanatic. Look at that. You got some fans here. Pardon me. Yo, it's the Guggers. Guggers, good to see you, my friend. How you been? Soul says, pre-streams are so fire. I don't know if that was supposed to be fire. So fire. Definitely need a future just chatting about gaming news, game video. Yeah, it's been a while, for sure. You're right. I usually do those when there's some big monumental event in gaming, and then I kind of talk about that and then sort of other stuff. I feel like there haven't been big monumental events for a little while now, but sometime, hopefully not too long from now, there will be another chilling and chatting game news stream. We do have, of course, the game season coming up in June. Microsoft and Bethesda announced their conference for, I think, the 12th of June, I believe. So, I mean, for sure, I'll be watching that stuff. I might do a Nick Reacts video to that, and there'll probably be some good chilling and chatting type content around that time for sure. Melanati says, yes, delivery stuff is expensive, but you know, when you're drunk and you need those munchies and more drinks, some random stranger is going to come save your butt for an extra $10. It can be worth it. Absolutely fair. That's totally legit. You will be my beer mama. You kind of already are. You've gifted me beer before on a couple of occasions, and I appreciate it very much. More than once. Joseph Dubois says, it's crazy how even after 20 years, Morrowind still holds its value in graphical detail, don't you think? I think that stylistically, Morrowind is really cool and really unique. I think that with mods, it can look really nice these days. I think that if you just go and you boot up just the basic, raw, original Morrowind right now, it's pretty rough looking in a lot of ways. I think a lot of the architecture is very cool and very unique, but those character models, yikes, they do not hold up. But there's definitely some cool stuff there, even to this day, for sure. Melanati says, what kind of drinks does Sarah like? I'll get the next time in the area. Why are you buying us so much booze, Jenny? Sarah likes ciders. She likes fruit ciders, mostly. She's very much into the sweeter drinks. The less you can taste the alcohol, the more she's about it, generally. ALK says, I'm a delivery driver, and it's pretty funny showing up at the doors of some drunk/high people sometimes. I bet. You probably get some people that are really, really thankful that you're there, which is probably pretty fun. Changed one, hello. Tech is Amazing says, stream on YouTube, forget about Twitch. I'm on track to do that right now, because I've been streaming here for almost 32 minutes, and it's coming up on 9 p.m. Pacific, which means I'm very late for the Twitch stream, you guys. So I really better get on over there. I'm just going to really quickly. Hello, Asian Persuasion. Josh Hayes says Morrowind's lore is the best, or is the favorite of the series. It's very cool. It's very cool. 7 billion bees says Morrowind really does give the feel of being a resurrected god when you learn it. Yeah, when you get there. I mean, spoilers. I didn't say anything. Maybe you aren't. Maybe you are. I don't know. It is a 20-year-old game, though. It's hard to avoid spoilers. It was, in fact, a generational game. Indeed. What do I mean? Why, Melanati? Yeah, you're right. I should know better. You know, 7 million bees, that fog does add something to the ambience of that game, though, right? ASMR Fanatic wants to know if I'll ever make another grading papers video. Probably not anytime soon. I'm not teaching or TAing any classes right now, so I have no papers to grade. But when I'm done my degree later this year, it's possible that I'll end up at some kind of college or university, in a professional capacity. So maybe I'll have some more papers to grade. We'll just have to see. If I do, then we'll have another video. Jenny, there's so many crazy breweries over in the Lower Mainland area that I've never heard of that just keep popping up. Like tonight's beer is from Delta. I've never heard of this brewery before, so I'm really keen to check it out. Yo, it's FamCam. What's up, Keith? Our boy Keith. We're just about to head over to Twitch, Keith, but really quickly, y'all gotta go check out FamCam ASMR here on YouTube and over on Twitch. Also, check out his interview show, It's Getting Late, in which he is now the main host that interviews ASMR creators. He recently interviewed ASMR Destiny, who's a really cool guy with all kinds of crazy tech. And then just this past Friday, I co-hosted an interview alongside Keith, interviewing our good friend Drake Connis, ASMR artist. Those of you who have been in this community for a while, especially over on Twitch, you probably know Drake. He lights up the room when he shows up. So he also streams ASMR on Twitch, and so we ask him all kinds of fun questions. I think that episode of It's Getting Late is going to be out here on YouTube in a few weeks' time. So, okay, for real, I gotta get over to Twitch. We're going to be starting over there at 9 p.m. and that's late. The poor Twitch people, they're waiting. So my friends, thank you for being here with me for this very long YouTube pre-stream. I look forward to seeing you over at twitch.tv/theASMRnerd. There's a link down below in this stream description. I will be live over there for 3 to 4, maybe more hours. I don't know. Oh, a while. Anyway, we're going to be chilling, playing Morrowind, celebrating 20 years of this phenomenal game. So twitch.tv/theASMRnerd is where you can find me. I will be starting over there in like 2 minutes. I just have to end this pre-stream and then start the stream over on Twitch. So do not panic if you go over there right now and I'm not there yet. I will be there very shortly. Tech is amazing. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. I taught earth science and earth history. So sort of the paleo-ecological history of the planet Earth, as well as modern earth science, rocks, geology, tectonics, these kinds of things. Not my area of specialization, but those are the labs that I taught as a grad student, because as a grad student, you kind of teach what they tell you to teach. So there you go. Okay, let's go. I'll see you guys over on Twitch.